youths to appreciate the relationship between having the right attitude to life, respect for culture and constitutional authority, peaceful coexistence, and successful enterprise. So, you see this last one here, it just summarizes everything. Can we move on? Okay, next slide. Culture and values. What is culture? Thank God all of us use social studies in junior secondary and in primary. What is culture? Yes? You can tell me what is culture. What do you understand by the word culture?
Just the totality of...
No, sir. We won't take market answers.
Okay.
Good. So, are you ready to answer? You just raise your hand. Go ahead.
Culture is just the totality of the way of life of a particular set of individuals.
Okay, those are the red. Did you hear him?
Yeah.
Bros over there, what did he talk? No, you, sir. You know. I'm black.
Okay.
What did he talk?
He said culture is the total way of life of
the thing has lost small bits. Okay, but you have the point. Please sit down. Thank you. So the totality of the way of life of the people. Do we all agree with him?
Yeah.
Or somebody has something to add? Or you disagree with him totally? Yes. People need to help me so that I'll manage the time allotted to you. Yes? You want to add something? Oh, you're looking at me. You want to say something? Okay, so he's very, very correct. Okay? The totality, the summation of the ways of life of people. That is what we mean by what? Culture. Now, you can see the characteristics of culture there. What's the first one? What's the first word there? Unique. Meaning every area, every community, every society have their own what? Culture. Culture differs or varies with people and places. Do we understand that now? So you as an entrepreneur, as a business owner or manager, or a budding entrepreneur, you need to understand the culture of the environment, of the place where you are doing your business or where you are about to do your what? Business. Let me just give you an instance. It wasn't too long ago, you heard about the Isheshe masquerade also. How many of us heard about that? In Lagos. Was it in Lagos or in Lorry?
Lagos.
In Lagos. Okay? So you know that when such things happen, what usually happen to shops and all
They don't come. They don't open.
Huh?
They don't open.
People know they open, Abi? Good. That shows you how culture can impact in a business or affect a business in an area. There are also other examples. We'll get there later. So culture is unique. Okay? You must acknowledge that. And because you are coming from a place, doesn't mean you should abuse the culture of the place where you have found yourself. You can't say, oh, not be so we do for my place. You know they're your place again. You must have respect for the culture of the people where you are located at the moment. Culture is what? Distinctive. There are sharp differences. There are distinguishing factors between one culture and the other. Thank God all of us are graduates here, so I won't say at the below grammar. The next one, what? I can't hear you. Dynamic. What does that mean?
It evolves.
Culture is what? You say
It evolves.
Evolves. Bring it down.
It can change from time to time.
It's subject to change with time. Some of the things that our ancestors used to do, today are we doing all of them?
No.
Huh?
No.
You see that activities of today are almost swallowed up some of those cultures, right?
Yeah.
So things are changing. And as things are changing in the environment where you and I find ourselves, we must also try to blend with that change. Do you understand that now? Then culture is what? Culture is what? Binding. Who can explain that one? Culture is binding. Yes? Go ahead.
It means
I can hear you, sir. Go ahead.
It means whatever the people believes is binding to all that comes from that particular ethnic group.
Okay, everybody that comes from there. Yes. Yes, man, you want to add something? Go
It's
ahead.
mandatory. Obedience to the tenants is mandatory.
Okay? Yes, sir.
It means that anybody living in that environment, anybody, either doing business or not, if you are doing anything in that environment, you are bound to abide by the rules of that country.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I saw another hand somewhere. Exactly the same thing.
No, let me just ask something.
Go ahead.
As you respond, you can sit.
You feel free. Sit down.
The binding also means both indigenous, so to speak, or non-indigenous of that area.
I wanted you to capture that.
Yes, that's
Can we put our hands together for ourselves? Well, I know the clap, but this is not the clap. Because don't hold our hand. Okay, warm your hand. Warm your hand. Warm your hand. I thought you can't come here and just sit down. We must be active. Business people are very what? Active. Are you ready to clap now?
yes.
So you know you can clap better. Want to go? One more time. That's classroom type of clap. I'll teach you other types as we progress. Okay? So it's binding on everyone. Whether you're an indigene of the place or you're not an indigene of that place. When it comes to the law, they say ignorance is not. When it comes to culture, the same thing applicable. Ignorance is not an excuse. You won't say, I don't know. They don't tell me. Alright, let's go on. Elements of culture. What's the first element there? Language. Language. When a Chinese man comes here and speaks, definitely the first thing you notice is what? Language. And yes, even if he's speaking English, you know. Minus the ones that grew up in Hong Kong, or those that are from Hong Kong. Huh? The other ones from other parts of China, immediately they open their mouth to speak, or even Asians generally. You know that this person is from this side of the world. Do you understand that? Huh?
Yep.
So language is one of the things that also makes culture what?
Unique.
Do we understand that?
Yeah.
It's part of the things that makes culture unique. Language. As a business person, where you have found yourself, let me say you're operating within Rome of your kind, you must get to study the language of the. They say when in Rome, do as what? Do as the Romans do. For you to communicate better with people, for you to become interwoven with them, identify with them on a closer relation, you must know their what? Language. Is that okay? Bros, okay, what's you? The bros over there. You remember earlier this one I was asking you, where do you come from? Which community? How do you greet good morning in your place? You never can tell. I might find myself one day in your community for a business engagement. And it will be wonderful for you to hear me speak your what? Your language. Once you see, and that's where I give our Yoruba brothers respect. I respect them a lot for that. And Igbo man will come here and start blowing for me. Apologies to the Igbo people here. We'll start blowing better for you. Yes. You might even see a very woman speaking Chinese. Maybe when something goes downstairs, say one okay, wait. You'll be wondering, So you have to learn the language so that you can blend in. Okay? The business dealings, unless you are going to bring an interpreter to interpret for you. If not, you need to learn. How about next one? Food. That's the second element of what? Culture. Anybody here that is doing business that has to do with food? Either food processing or... Yes, ma'am. What's your business about?
Food processing.
Food processing. Which of them? Specifics.
Okay. Produce beans flour, other kind of flour product.
You carry some cum. You don't carry some cum. And you wouldn't know that you may have a customer here already. Anyway, by the time they take you through the other models, you get to know that food. Every culture, every society has their own what? They have their cuisines. They have their local cuisine. They have their food. The next one, what? Dressing. And you know what? You can key into that. You can make a business out of the food, right?
Yes.
Yes. I saw on the internet, on social media, a Nigerian man on the streets of UK. What is he doing? Cooking Nigerian jollof rice. Nigerian jollof rice. He took our Dolores, and you know that thing has been an object of. We've been dragging it for ages. Yeah? So he had to bring it closer to those that are where? They're over there. Not just for Nigerians that are there, but also for those who are not Nigerians that may want to try out the delicacy. Do you get that? Business are started. And he will sell big. He will sell bigger than the woman that will be somewhere in the restaurant. Will they be paying in Naira over there? Huh?
No, sir.
So dressing. Okay? Dressing. Anybody into fashion and designing? Fashion and designing here. Fashion and designing. Nobody. So you need to be acquainted with it. You can make a business out of the dressing in the environment where you find yourself. Okay? Festivities and rituals. I've cited just one. There are others too. In Igboland, the New Yam Festival, I think is coming up soonest. Huh? If some communities have not started already. Some have started already, right? Good. So during those festivities and rituals, you can key into it. When they come for Calabar, what do they call it? Carnival. Huh? You know people are making money during that carnival. The indigenous and non-indigenous are making money. People have to eat. No matter how you do it, you have to eat. You have to sell things. People wear clothes. If your business has to do with hospitality, people will lodge. Am I correct?
Yes.
Then what?
Religion.
Which one? Call it again.
Religion.
Thank God all of us here are what? Christians. Religion, very, very important. Especially in this part of the world. Religion is very, very key. I was a sister in the church met me. We have this group we formed in the church. It's just to, help those that are doing business. In case they need funds, we appeal to the church authority, see how we can raise funds, give to them and monitor them. So that we check the progress or the success of the business they are doing. Then those who don't know, we train them too. So a sister came and met me the other time. How is the business going? So okay, ma, see, you get anything where you write down? He said, yeah, she has where she used to write. So when I check her, it's very poor. She said, what thing they happen? She said, no, they always announce Tuesday digging deep, that's Bible study. Thursday, faith clinic, that's prayer meeting. No, they announce when they come church every. Praise the Lord. I have to ask, praise the Lord there. You know I'm in the church now. So I said, sister, so that's why you have not been doing well in your business. How many days in a day, in a week, do you come to church? Twice. And out of the time, you have 3 days or even weekend maybe added to it. So what do you do with it? She said, you get prayer meeting. You get one prayer house. Where she dey. I said, wow. So you lock up the shop and go to the prayer house, sit or kneel down there and be firing prayers. So that the angels of the Lord will be in the shop, selling the market. It doesn't add up. How will you make sense? How will you progress? So religion is a very serious issue, right? You see, that one has already presented a very fantastic excuse. She's busy praying instead of being in the shop attending to customers. When customers come, they will check that the shop is locked. What would they do? They will move to the next place. And when one person comes, another person comes, third person, notice that place is always locked, what will happen? No, not just that they won't come again, they will tell others. That place where they ever they open. Do you understand that? No, they'll help you demarcate. They'll help you demarcate what you're doing. So the relationship now between culture and business. Now you've understood at least so much regarding culture. How and does that relate to business? So which businesses can you think of? I'm throwing this question to you now. Which businesses do you think of that defy the cultural practices of certain places or people? Which businesses can you think of that defy the cultural practices of certain places or people? Businesses where fee do in certain places or with certain people. Yes, sir.
Selling casket at the northern place.
Selling casket.
Casket.
Casket, that's the one coffee now.
Coffee.
Okay, in the north. Tell us more now.
Muslim.
Okay.
In Muslim dominated areas, they don't use
They don't use
coffee.
casket.
They just use dry wood. That's the thing, join them.
Math.
Okay, mat. Before the person put inside. Wow, that's a good one. Yes? Yes?
I think
What's your name, sir?
I'm Justice.
We need to really master our names. Maybe by tomorrow we can get
name tags.
name tags so that we place on the desk. Yes, go ahead, sir.
I think the same northern part of Nigeria. You don't sell beer.
You don't say what?
Alcohol.
People know they drink there at all?
They say some
But it doesn't
certain
go
parts.
Okay, certain parts. Or they do them codedly. Because I find it hard to believe that.
They sell it in Keto.
Okay.
When they get there, they will turn it inside Keto.
Okay. You think they are going to wash, get ready
Yeah,
for...
God arrange itself.
Yes, sir.
In our place, this goes from
Tell us your place, sir.
all of us are, let me just say, we are from the same place.
Okay.
Generally,
Okay.
so almost it cut across every community.
Yes.
This goes for farmers. If you're a farmer, there's a particular place you're not allowed to go to farm
Mm-hmm.
in places.
Mm.
Some might be in K market, depending on your community. So I think that cultural practice also affects people who are into farming.
Okay. That on a K market days,
But
people
that-
don't get
different
to...
communities have their
Different communities have their own.
Yeah.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, go ahead.
There's a twist to this whole thing.
Go ahead. We want to know.
Some businesses whereby in their own religion they forbid a certain kind of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
They can sell those products but they don't eat it. In the case of Muslims, they can rear goats
Okay.
but they don't eat. They prefer ram.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Jews too, they don't eat goat.
Okay.
I think they use ram, but they normally sell.
Okay, they do business on
They
the
do
farm.
business,
They
but don't consume
it.
it. Mostly Jewish people normally do this because they see it as a good business whereby what you don't eat, what you forbid, and it's lucrative. You can venture into
They
it.
know they chop the snake, but they use mouth. They use teeth, they cut and give to them.
Boy, that means it will be lucrative
Okay.
in that
No,
environment.
Yes.
Why they mostly do it that way is that so that temptation of bringing down the business by virtue of you eating up the business because of your desire for that particular thing. So they do it the opposite way.
Okay.
Whereby
I hope we're all learning here.
Yes.
We are getting understanding now, right? You know, I am not from your place, so I wouldn't know exactly what is applicable. And that's why we're having this forum now. Yes, any other answer? Businesses, you know, that defy cultural or religious practices in certain places. The suggestions, the answers you given so far are fantastic. Yes? How many of you know Redemption Camp? You know RSC City Redemption Camp?
Yes.
You know we are in there. If you run beer parlor around that area, huh? Beer parlor go work. How about hotel business?
It will work during if it is their camp season. It will work because of those that will come with lodge. But apart from that, it won't.
Okay, sister, let's hear from you.
There are certain clothes that you can't be worn in certain places, like maybe Nigeria law school, they go on formal clothing. So selling Ankara, you know, it will be against the culture.
Okay.
That's in a particular area.
Yeah, like in that area, like in
That law school
environment.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
I have one
Yeah, why we wrap up on
in
this?
my school, in my school, we are not allowed to eat meat.
Which school is that?
That's
Bangkok.
in
Yes.
the environment now, you can, there are people that bring meat in the school and they make a lot of money.
But within the school premises.
They don't serve it in the cafeteria, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. One last one.
A certain style of clothes you don't sell in the north. Because
This our north is really becoming things they have up north. Yes.
so they are usually equipped with dresses that covers everything. So clothes that have modern coloration. We will not
Some of these
normally
blend-
sell
blend them.
revealing, yes, we won't sell in the northern part of Nigeria.
Okay. Can we put our hands together for ourselves? No. No big clap with this now. Make una clap better. Good. You've all answered well. Roll to the next slide. You've done the this in there. Okay. So now we know that there are businesses that will not work in certain places, and there are businesses that will also work in certain places. Values, norms, and sanctions as part of culture. So culture teaches us to share certain core values that help shape the personality of the individuals within a society. You know, we used to think that we Africans are the ones that just that have tradition. In Europe, they also have what?
Tradition.
North America, South America, and other continents, they also have what?
Tradition.
So it depends on what's obtainable in those areas. Values comprise ideas about what in life seems important. What in life that you regard as being what? Important. They guide the rest of the culture. Okay? But I'll just have to tell you this. One, you need to start by valuing yourself. As a business person, you need to start by valuing yourself. The Holy Scripture says you should love. What's the first one? There are two there. Remind me again. Jesus teaching his apostles now. Remind me. What was that?
Love your neighbor and to love yourself.
The first one. Yes, love your.
The Lord your God.
Hey.
Your heart.
Love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all thy mind, and everything that makes you who you are. The second one now, which is where our focus is, what's that?
Your neighbor as yourself.
Love your neighbor as you love your. You need to love yourself. You need to place value on yourself and what you're doing. Do you get that? In Igbo land, we say that the name one gives to his or her dog, that's the name the dog will bear. If you decide to call your dog bingo, 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 from now the henceforth, when you shout bingo or whisper bingo, the dog will answer. Do you get that? So the value that you attach, the importance, the necessity, a sense of necessity you attach to your business, you attach to yourself to start with, because it has to be from you. If you are not in order, that business can never be what? In order. Do you understand that? Huh? If you as an individual, you are not wholesome, your business also will not be wholesome. There are many people that don't love themselves. There are many people that are like that. They don't love themselves. Do you get that? They don't even care about themselves. I saw one guy like that which day. Okay, it was evening. I was trying to enter Keke. Hey, they're there like this. Everywhere, like Mamurifa forest. Boom, like this. Looking, somewhat unkempt and very shabby. So that kind of person, and he was trying to convince the person sitting next to us in the Keke of a product he was carrying. And that one was looking at him, and me already have made my assessment about him. So no need for him to even turn towards my side. He no go walk. There's this perception people have about you, and about the business you are doing. But you first. When we talk about dressing, you have to dress well. You have to look good. Thank God every one of us here, we are looking good. We are looking good. Imagine if you were coming in here, you were wearing jeans, you fold one thing like this. What's the other one they used to cut open everywhere? Tia jean, I'll be waiting. Rugged jean. You wore that kind of thing. Wore singlet, like one side here is empty. One side is empty, this side is covered. Do you think they will allow you through that gate to start with? The first question will be, who be that colo? Who be that madman? Do you understand what I'm saying? So you need to give yourself value. Alright? Give yourself what? Value. Attach importance to yourself. Package yourself. Some other persons will be talking about this later on. You package yourself. You look sweet. Business people look sweet already. You don't go wear boxers. You won't go market a product to somebody. Or nighty gown. You need to look good. Look business ready at all times. Norms on their own consist of expectations of how people will behave in different situations. What we expect that people should do in different occasions, in different situations. Then sanctions. Each culture has different methods. Okay? What we call sanctions. Methods of enforcing their norms. Sanctions vary with the importance of the norm. Norms that a society enforces formally have the status of what? Laws. Those norms are regarded as laws. You see, when we were trying to mention examples of certain festivities or cultural practices, you know that some of these things come with sanctions, right?
Yes.
Like our brother who mentioned that in their part, where he comes from, they don't go to farm on the K-market day. I think whoever does that will face some particular sanctions, right? Or sanctionary measures. Do you understand this? Rules, they say, are made to guide humans. Without rules and laws, humans will tend to behave like the lower animals. Move to the next thing. Behavior. Go on. Can you say this? Factors affecting what? Human behavior. First one is what?
Attitude.
I can't hear you. What?
Attitude.
Plus.
Habits.
Plus.
Values.
Equals to what?
Behavior.
These are the three things that make up behavior. Attitude, habit, values. I've partly talked about values already. Roll to the next one. Let's find out values. Go. Okay, go backwards. Let me talk about attitude. Because it's very, very important. How do you react to situations? What do you do when things go bad? As a business person, you are going to face challenges. If anybody is telling you, those that have not already begun, they tell you it's going to be rosy all through. That's serious lie. You face difficulties. At some point, you may want to quit. Do you understand? Huh? It may be the environment that is putting the listen on you. It may be family. We've seen cases where family members help collapse business. Okay? Or someone, it may be government. You might wake up one day, that place where your shop or your office is, they say, oh, government has, they finally decided to do a major project. You see them bring caterpillar. So definitely there are things that we want to challenge your mentality. Things that we want to test your sanity. But you need to keep your focus. Okay? You must remain focused. You must remain dogged. Your attitude must be a positive one. In the face of those challenges, you tell yourself, no, this is not going to be the death of me. I will be able to move through this and go beyond. I will achieve what I set out to achieve. Do you get that? Your attitude. I will recommend a book. Kelechi, please help me. Check in my bag. You see a book. Just help me get it. So I recommend a book you read. After now, when you have time, just try and purchase the book and read it. By Keith Harrell. Attitude is everything. It's a very popular book. It's a bestseller. If we can learn to adjust our attitude towards certain things, life will become easy. Are you getting what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
When sickness comes, how do you react? Another member in the church, yes, I like even the church because that's the closest association I belong to. Was sick, say, but they come out, don't die. Now die a day, so this is the book I'm talking about. Attitude is everything. Can you see this? Huh? As business people, you need to be reading. You read. Read both lecture materials that are online and read the ones that are in hard copies. When you attend programs and they are selling books that you know that will help you, do what? Buy them. My grandfather, when he was alive, he said, when you get to a market, everybody is rushing foolishness. Everybody uses the rush food. When you try buy, one day foolishness may become a selling thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, try and be reading. You need to read. You know, here in this part of Africa, we believe you should only read when you are faced with exams. But this exam of life, you need to continue reading. Okay? So, and that was it. This is our brethren in the church. Constantly that it is finished. The doctors have not even said it is finished. And she has already used her hand to conclude her matter. That's a very, very negative attitude. Where do I even start to reassure her? To give her hope. I was even trying to open the scripture. She said, no, don't be that thing. You know, see they do me. Something they crawl for my back here. You go run to this side. Now die a day soon. And you know, the Bible said out of the abundance of the heart, the word, the mouth speaks. She has, how about this in her heart? In her heart, it is already decided. You need a whole lot of talking out to bring her out of that mindset. And you know, somebody that has that kind of attitude, it won't be long, that person will die. Are you getting what I'm saying? Do you understand this now? Because the person will reject any kind of medication or advice that will be given to him or her. So when circumstances change, there will be times when you will enjoy, there will be times when you will be like, oh, make I stop. Man, don't kill myself. You need to keep a positive what? A positive what? Attitude. You need to keep a positive attitude. It's not easy. It's not easy. But you have to give it a try. Give it a worthy try. Things will shake you, like I said. Things will shake you. Even in the course of this program, attitude, very important. Very important. We've had programs in the past where some people start shouting from the door. Waiting to happen here, now we get here, now we get here, hey, who there, now we get here. Attitude. People have been able to shortlist your name, and you're coming here to develop yourself, develop your capacity. And possibly they will also give you an enablement financially to help your business. And you are gingering from the door. You get here. If you get here, why they come? If for their house, make the money, blow, enter your account. Attitude. With a poor attitude, somebody can miss out of wonderful opportunities.
Yes, sir.
That's why a popular speaker, he said that many people have repeatedly missed their destiny helpers. That see destiny helper, they waka, they go. Then they waka this way, they go. Because of attitude. As a business person, you need to know how to what? Talk. How to talk. I like quoting the scriptures. There's a place in the Bible that says, let your speech be seasoned with salt, so that you can minister grace unto the lives of people. So you need to tailor your speech. You are somebody who you are easily angered. Oh, you go get a deal. Because people will definitely get you what? Angry. It's a normal thing. Our lives are interwoven in one way or the other. So there's no way you not get to mix up with people. And you will meet people that will definitely get you upset. It happens. Some customers may want to return products. Are we getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
Are there some persons here already witnessing or experiencing that kind of thing? What do you do, sir?
I am into paint production.
Paint production. Okay, share your experience with us. Quickly. Yes, you know that when I mentioned that something, sir.
The last business I did, was it 3 days ago?
Okay.
I did a production for someone, and then I noticed the color of paint he needed wasn't the shade he needed wasn't the shade I gave to him. So when he returned the paint, I got to throw some jokes. So he can smile and then
lighten the mood.
Lighten. So when he noticed he requested for $2. By the end of the day, after our interaction, he later requested for $3, making it 5. So definitely they will return back the product, and then depending on your interaction with them, matters a lot.
Can we put our hands together for our brother? Did you learn something from that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's a positive attitude. Normally, being a human being you would have gotten infuriated. You would have become very angry. What did they worry you? Na me spoil it. You understand? Then because of the way you handled it, that's why that person now has become a long-term customer. Your attitude can keep customers, your attitude can chase them away. Chase them, not just them now, but many other customers away. Some people, they wake up in the morning, anger where they carry from family. They bundle up, carry them for head, come business place, transfer the load to who?
Customers.
To who? Customers, or people who work for them. When I came in here, I was telling my brothers that how my wife locked the key inside. Meanwhile, while I was leaving, I said, go, attach the gate key to your bunch. Attach the gate key to your bunch. I said it like 5 times. Get in here, they call me. Keep there inside, I don't lock the gates. It is what. So things like this happen. I know some of us here, most of us here are married, right? Things may happen that will shake you from home. You don't carry it and transfer to those you are going to meet in your work or business place. Do you get that? If you do that, you'll be destroying your business. Are you getting what I'm saying? So you need to put up a positive attitude. That's why I know some people that they continue smiling even when there's an error. You can even the one whether they did okay. They just continue smiling. I know one of our garden in Aba. Any small thing you say it is well. Any small thing you say it is well. Even if things are you say it is well. And really, as like a magic, you just see things continue to be well for him. So you need to have that positive attitude. Like I said, attitude is everything. When you wake up in the morning, you move from your place through the streets. In Nigeria, you are in Nigeria. There are too many things that can get one mad in Nigeria now. Getting to the business place, attitude is everything. When you are in that business meeting, attitude is everything. When you go for a pitching, I'm sure there will be that session much later on. Okay? You might mount here and as you're doing your thing, you feel you're blowing ideas and somebody just asks you one question to demoralize you. Or one question that may seemingly demoralize you. He don't say I'm the one, you say you're something the one you don't hear me when I talk. No! You keep your head cool. Keep your head cool. I'd have loved to demonstrate something on attitude. I'm going to do that to wrap up soon. Please, can you roll the slides? Thank you. My time is already gone. Getting organized. Remember we said value and what? Value and do what? Organize yourself. Now don't forget the heading of the model. Value and organize yourself. Yes? Next. So you see the aspects of organizing. You see planning there. Okay? Strategizing, prioritizing, packaging, effective what? Implementation, planning. Somebody is going to talk about business plan much later. So you need to be very, very attentive. Because in the course of this training, you'll be required to so they will take you through how to prepare your business plan. Do you understand? Already you might have a business plan, okay? But by the time you finish from here, you can now compare between what you have already, whether it's sellable, whether the plan can earn you funds, whether you can scale through assessments or not. Okay? So you need to plan yourself. Plan your business. Plan. You see, when you fail to plan, you have planned to do what? Fail. Okay? Everything in this life needs planning. So does your business need what? Planning. If you want to build a house, you start buying gravel. You want to build a house, you start buying gravel, send for tanker of water and all those things. What's the first thing you do? What's the preliminary stage? Hey, make una talk now.
You buy land.
You buy land. Okay, after you've bought the land, let's assume the land is ready.
It's surveyed. It's surveyed.
You get it surveyed, okay?
Foundation.
Foundation like that.
Is that moldy?
Building plan and foundation, which one comes first? And some molding. Do you know you can be molding the wrong blocks or the wrong bricks for the house? Your foundation, by the time you finish, lift it to lintel or the it might be house where you're going to use back like this. You use back to enter like native doctor. So that's why you need a building plan. Just like you need a business plan. You plan yourself. You don't just plunge yourself into a business like that. It doesn't happen accidentally. You plan yourself. And part of that planning is what you're doing now. You're here. You've started planning already. Do you understand that? Strategizing, lay out strategies. How do I go? Tactical measures or procedures that you use to achieve that your plan. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do that? Okay, if I want to get incorporated to register my business, what do I do? Who should I bring in if I don't know how to do it myself? Do you understand that? Lay out strategies. Okay? Next one, prioritizing. To prioritize means to set the first thing what? First. In order of importance. Relative importance. I'm sure all of us here, we did basic economics. You were taught scale of what? Preference, right? SS1 class. So you know that you organize, arrange your this thing based on which one comes first, which one is the most important. Do you understand that? Is it to go and rent shop that is the most important? And people have rented shop, nothing enter, nothing come out. People have, especially women, forgive me, let me be corrected. No best. You see, women, because I got home money, you go buy, you don't already buy provisions, load them inside shop. Why? When the year ends, the shop, the business cannot pay rent for itself. See them struggling. After all, Oga go pay. That is not business. The person is just busy doing something. Are we together in this? Do we have understanding so far? Please, when you have a question or something, feel free to. I don't want to make it a lecture mode kind of this. So you prioritize. Know what is most important, what should come later. Okay? That will help you so that you don't make mistakes. Some mistakes are colossal in business. There are mistakes you make before you recover from that. It will take you so much. Okay? Then the next thing, packaging. I said the first thing you need to package is yourself. You package your what? Yourself to start before your brand. A young girl from ASSA University. I did my first degree in ASSA University. Not too long ago, we heard of a girl that was selling, that started packaging Gary. Selling Gary Parfait. Okay, how many of us saw that thing? You know, Gary was culture for us during school days. Do we have witnesses, yeah? Gary was helping our ministry. You understand? So this girl noticed that what are the most consumed commodities that students crave for when in school? Even if money don't finish, okay, money don't finish, what do they go for? Say, Gary is a lifesaver. So she decided to package it with sugar, with milk, and granite. And do you know that this thing has gone outside Nigeria? This idea has gone outside Nigeria. See, my people, even if you get constipation, you see the way this girl packaged the thing to so Gary go hungry. Packaging. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a way you package a product, you sell it even more than what they sell, what your competitors are selling. Do you understand? So that's why you must always be loaded with what? Ideas. You must be loaded with ideas. Every new day. I didn't want to go through teaching you characteristics of an entrepreneur. Each new day you need to invent ideas. If you're not thinking, you'll be out of business soon. If you're not thinking and thinking right. I believe we've understood this package. More will be said on it as time goes on. Then implementation, you launch out. One thing to plan, one thing to lay out strategies, yet a very important thing to launch into action. Swing into action. I go do them. I go do. Do you know, during my MSc program in Uniport 2016, I did industrial microbiology. Yeah. We did a course, fermentation technology. So, you know, with the knowledge that we got from the discipline, I said, wow, once I reach home now, I'm going to start palm wine production. Now I know how to improve shelf life of palm wine. You know, one of the basic problems we have with palm wine is that the fermentation is continuous. Right? Yes. Do you understand what I'm saying? It just continues, especially if you're not keeping it under lower temperatures. So, and that's part of the problem that those who have been selling it have been having. I said, okay, now that we have the ideas to improve the shelf life, so that you can have a palm wine of a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, or get about. You can even extend that. Do you know that as I was smiling and coming back with one of my colleagues, we got into a supermarket. Oh, really? The man would just pick something. I saw palm wine inside bottle. Well packaged. And me, I've been thinking about this thing for nearly 2 weeks. Since after we had the lecture session. So, while I was busy doing thinking, and rethinking. Somebody has already done what? Oh, talk to me now. Somebody has gone into what?
Implementation.
Somebody has gone into implementation. For me, the ideas were just being ruminated in my brain. And I was smiling. I have a golden idea. Idea where you never test run. If you not gonna say no, be only you get that. Do you understand?
Yes.
Somebody somewhere must have incubated same or similar ideas and even started working on it. So you must implement. Okay? You must what? Implement. That's part of the reason why I had to ask that sister whether she brought some of the products. Because we've had training sessions where participants come with what they have done. Do you get that? With that now you can, you might get yourself a very permanent customer from here. Please go on. So being organized is not about perfection. It is about finding what you need when you need it. Remember, prioritizing. Go on. Components of organizing. One is what?
Orderliness.
Orderliness. Everything has to be orderly. Everything orderly. Two women are selling, maybe provision shop. One, as you are coming in there, you see faces. Poo-poo now, poo-poo shit in the front. Maybe the pikin will do the job, still squat. They plan another one. You see this side everywhere, boom, 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 boom. You know, things scattered like that. Maybe for you to even pass through the shop, you need to use sideways. And then a neighbor or someone else not too far from that same spot owns the same kind of business. It's running the same kind of business. But from the entrance, everything is looking what? Orderly. Who will you patronize? Huh? Which one? The one where get shit for front? Huh? So you go for the one that is neatly arranged, right?
Yes.
Because we usually say in the Nigerian parlance, who don't like better? Who don't like better thing? So your business will not be orderly. Everything you're doing has to be what? Orderly. Okay? Learn to arrange things. If you're into consulting, you learn how to do filing. Not paper. Okay, you see, thank God for Uncle Shegun. You see when he told us to rearrange. Rearrange our workspace so that we'll have space. There are some persons as you're coming into their office. Paper 9, they greet you, good morning. Breeze feel blow what's up, someone for your face. If you might get discouraged. Because what's your first perception about a disorderly person or environment?
Not organized.
Huh?
Not organized.
Hey, yes, we are coming out. What else? What else?
Dirty.
Dirty? Yes. What else? I mean, which words do you use to qualify or describe the place where you? Careless, yes. Which other ones? There's a word I'm looking for. Nobody has given me. Lazy. Lazy follow too. Confused. And nobody wants to deal with a confused person. Nobody wants to do deals with a confused person. Quality. Quality. Of everything you'll be doing, be thinking of what? Quality. Okay? Be thinking of quality, 100%. You have to think, you have to do it. And you need to teach those who work for you the same measure. You need to teach them. Let them know what you stand for. Do you get that? Quality. It may be part of your unique selling proposition. It may be part of what differentiates you from your competitors out there. If they are getting fake or substandard goods out there, for you it has to be what? Quality and nothing, no room for compromise. Do you understand? So in the course of your processing, sister now is into food processing, you ensure what? Quality. You have what you call quality control, quality assurance. You might not have a laboratory where you do all those but quality, the handling of the food item or the food materials, quality. Do you get that? Somebody might say you're wearing gloves, handling your, you say, what are you doing? Are you doing an experiment? Tell the person you are busy. Because you know, using your hands the way they are like that, to work on food items, you can transfer germs into the food item, right? Yes. Food poisoning is real. And imagine if somebody buys your commodity. Give me one of these products you're doing.
Beans flour.
The beans flour. Maybe it's someone where you mentioned before. Maybe somebody consumes that and then develops intestinal issues. You don't finish with that, business will not finish. So you ensure quality. I made a post on Facebook not too long ago. You see that the tom-tom we buy now is not like tom-tom that we used to buy before. When you look at it, then I say they make sweet chocolate. What is the problem? Quality. People are beginning to compromise quality. And then it seems the Consumer Protection Council in Nigeria has not been doing their job. We are consuming things, not getting utility for the money we are spending. We're not getting satisfaction. So you need to give your customers or your clients what? Satisfaction. Once you're able to give them that satisfaction, they will always come back. And you know what? They won't come back alone. Referrals will apply. They will begin to refer you to people. They will recommend you. In Igbo we say, Emezunya Kedi, Omegini, or what also? Eh? And one good turn deserves another. Let me tell you that later you can come for interpretation, sir. So you need to give quality, okay? That's the summary of the whole thing. Please don't forget. What are you into, sir?
I offer services.
What kind of services?
Internship services to students of various tertiary institutions.
Okay. Is it ICT kind of services or?
No, it's basically an area whereby students are given the opportunity to have practical knowledge of their courses they do in their respective institutions.
Like tutorials?
Not tutorials, it's just more like an internship. We post students to various organizations to get practical knowledge of their courses before they actually graduate.
That's a good one. Especially there is where as you take part of the learning this. Okay? So quality. Knowledge that you're dishing out should be what? Quality. Then effectiveness. Last time I mentioned about effective implementation. You have to be effective. Let me also add efficiency. Do you understand that now? Efficiency. Being able to finish a given task, deliver a given product within the allotted time, within the acceptable time. Very important. Tell us, any teller here, I've asked before, any fashion and designing person. Huh? The woman that came to preach in the church yesterday mentioned the woman that attended church where she was ministry. The Holy Spirit revealed to her where she was thinking about poisoning the teller for making her miss the uniform, wearing the uniform that her fellow women wore. Can you imagine something as serious as that? But why are tell-us like this? Nigerian tell-us. Am I the only one that has had an experience with tell-us? I make una talk now. The way you're looking at me. Eh?
Unless you have a teller in the house.
Okay. Or you have a teller in the house. Eh? So you'll understand what I'm saying. Maybe at one point or the other there may have been that disappointment. Do you get that? Huh? So that's not efficiency. The person may be doing a good job. The person's work may be very good. But yet, the person is not beating the timing. And if there's somebody else who can do the same thing within an acceptable time, that guy will run out of business later. Do you understand that? So when you think about these three, think about efficiency. You must learn to deliver within an acceptable time. Please, what do you need to start? What do you need to start a business? What? What's the one at the center? Yes. Have I mentioned that previously? Yes. Yes, that you are the center of everything. You are the one coordinating, you are the one in charge. You are the CEO, you are the founder. I don't know which other word I'll use. You need a business idea. Do you get that? You need a business what? Idea. Okay? So, you incubate the idea. Think about it. Later I will just give us a pinch of what you can do to come up with a business idea. Then next, what? Will. You need a will power. You need to make up your mind. Something must be propelling you. Something must be that driving force. The energy must be rich. Do you get that? That's why I mentioned that challenges will come. So, but the will see you through those challenges. You need a business plan. We have mentioned that. You need a business plan, just like building a house. You need what? You need courage. You need courage. You need to be brave. You need to be courageous. Let your heart not fail you. They tell you, oh, the goods don't damage. BP. You need what? Courage. Please hold on. I'm going to round up now. My session is almost. Yes? So, how do you generate the idea? You need to consider the following. What skill do you have? Do you understand? There are people that have this ability to be able to put one or two together. Huh? Maybe arrange house or arrange other things. Somebody who is good at arranging house, arranging tables and chairs. Maybe in the course of preparing for an event, what kind of business do you think the person may likely consider?
Event planning.
Event planning and what? Decoration or interior decor. Do you understand that? Huh? So the person can consider that. Check your skill. You may be a creative writer. You might be the type of person that you speak well. You are very eloquent. You can speak maybe and convince you what they call charismatic power. You might have that. So consider what kind of business to make out of these skills. Our brother mentioned that you produce paints, right? I'm sure you paint too. Huh? Good. Because for a paint producer, you need to have knowledge of what? Painting. Do you lend out labor? You have people that are working with you. Painters that you can send to field to do work. That's good. So that when you collect for the product, you collect for the services. You understand? So that's consider the skill. Then what course did you study in the tertiary institution? Many people have made a business out of what they studied in the university or in the polytechnic. Okay? Forgive some of those of us that studied microbiology that we ran away. We ran away. But we know there are people in Nigeria here that are doing business based on what they studied. Did you do chemical engineering? Or petrochemical? Or what did you study?
Sociology.
Huh?
Sociology.
Hey, wait. Humanities and social sciences. Oh, that's good. So anyway, we are in Nigeria, where somebody can study pharmacy and come out, job no day, the person may be doing a different, so long as you have something bringing food on your, taking care of you and your family. That's why the scriptures say, whatever in your hand, wisely, do what? So it's not stamped on stone anywhere that the course you read must be what you should practice or what you do business out of. Then again, what need exists in your immediate environment? Remember the girl I mentioned in ASSA University? She saw a need there and she was trying to, latch onto it to provide solution. Something was lacking. So they needed Gary at cheaper price. Okay? Where there is no cooked food, they can make do with this. And that's what she did to fill in that gap. Needs may exist in your environment, but it takes a thorough look. My grandfather used to say that being thorough is a skill of his own. You may need to be very thorough, may be very observant to notice that such a need exists in your environment. Many of us may be walking past needs and we didn't even know. So by the time you are done with this training, God will help you. Not just the area that you have decided that you're going into, your mind will bubble with ideas. Okay? So that you can be able to consider how to, you must be solving a problem. Check for a problem in your environment. Then what hobby or fun art do you enjoy the most? Most people have made a business out of what they enjoy doing. Do you get that? What they do during leisure hours. People have made a business out of that. Do we understand this? Yes? What basic information should your business plan capture? Somebody will be taking you on the details. Your business plan, basically, that's the key thing. It has to, at least there should be a name for your business. You agree with me, right? Huh? Your business name will not be Okechukwu. Okechukwu is your name. So the business will have a name of its own. Do you get that? A time will come when the business will be treated as a legal entity of its own. Huh? Okay, so the business you can coin it up, maybe from your name. You can touch up your name. Okay, Bobo? I'm using Okechukwu for example. Or something, maybe something within your environment. You just think of, or something having to do with the business scope, the nature of the business. So you can come up with the name. Because this is very important when you are going to register your business. You must be able to coin up 2 names minimum. Okay, so the CSE, when they do name search, they will confirm which one does not exist in their database and they reserve that for you. Then a brief profile, okay? Your business location. Business will have a location. For now, it may be your house. Do you understand? It's not a bad thing to start doing business from one's house. So many people that are established today started from their home. Do you understand? Even maybe a native company, especially where you're not paying rent. That's even an advantage. So that business may start from there and then blow up into something bigger. Okay? Now have its own location away from your place of residence. Do you understand that? Then your target market. You need to get that in your business plan too. Who will you be selling to? If your business has to do with pampers, diapers and all those related, who should you target?
Mothers. Nursing mothers.
Nursing mothers. Fathers don't buy pampers. Nursing parents. Nursing parents. Okay, so that to give the daddies a sense of belonging. Okay? Sister, who is your target market? I've been using you now. Yes, go ahead. My time is up.
Everybody that children, then diabetics,
children, people that are diabetic. Why diabetics?
Because
there's a concentration there.
Yes, I deal on different kind of product. I need beans flour, plantain flour. It's targeted towards diabetes.
Okay. Maybe because of low sugar content and all that. Okay.
Then the Tom Browns for children.
So people outside these categories, can they also constitute your target market?
Yes.
Bros, which business are you going into? Fast. My time is up.
Yeah, he's ICT.
ICT.
Yeah, but I'm running a little poultry at home.
Yeah? ICT. With poultry.
So I say I'm doing poultry.
Okay.
Yeah,
but which one is your? What were you? What did you key in when you were applying for this?
What I key in?
Yeah.
Is for ICT.
For ICT. Yeah. Okay. So who's your target market for the ICT business?
My target market basically just for everyone.
Everybody. Yeah. When you mean everyone, you mean the whole of Nigeria?
No, not the whole of Nigeria.
The entire River State?
Those in need or in quest of social knowledge. Those in need of ICT knowledge. Some answering.
You know what's your name, sir?
Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Yes.
After now, in fact, as the next sessions are coming, pay attention. Okay? Pay a lot of attention. So that by the end of this training, you'll be able to segment your market. Know who exactly. Is it the way I asked you, is it the entire River State? Possibly, it will be difficult for you to have the entire River State patronizing you. So that you do market segmentation. There'll be time for that. Okay? You know who is your target market and who are the primary buyers or primary patronizers, and who are those in the secondary or tertiary. Okay? You want to say something? Okay. But you're okay with what I'm saying? Customers or clients and partners. Now, wherever your target market is, that should be where your what? Do you get that now? If there's a longer, you need to bridge it. Because if the market is a live wire of the business, let me put it that way. So your customers, your clients, you know them. Still part of the target market. Something. Your associates, who will you be partnering with? Okay? Who are those you'll be working with? Then financial sources. How are you going to raise finances for your business? Is it through your personal savings? Soft loans? You know what we call soft loans? Who has an idea? Yes? Yes, sir.
Taking a loan from banks.
Taking a loan from bank.
From agricultural banks. From government.
Soft loans are loans that you pay on a short time basis.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Soft loans are loans that acquire that you get that are basically they do have low interest.
Can we put our hands together for him? Ah, no, I'm not impressed by your clapping. But you were doing church type of clapping. Make it classroom type. Good. These loans are either zero interest, interest free, or very, very low, considerably low. Do you understand that? There are loans that are not meant to choke you. People who are physically disabled, in that category or another, they can get soft loans easy. You too can get soft loans. And then grants, maybe like part of what they're gonna give you after this. Okay? You don't pay back for grants. 8, donations from family and what? Friends. These are sources that you can, via which you can raise funds for your business. Thank you, please. I think that's all. I thought you would clap for me. Okay, so let me do the attitude work. Do I have a board or something I can write on? Or you can do it in your notepad. So we are going to add up this. Just a brief this to illustrate to you that attitude is everything. Are you ready? How many letters are in the word attitude? 8. So let's identify them. What's the first letter? A. So do A equals to, what's the position of A among the alphabets, the English alphabets?
First.
So put 1% there. Are we together? The next one. Next letter? T. T equals, what position does it occupy? What position? A, B, C, D now.
20th.
The 20th. So you write what? 20%. I think the next one is easier. T. Equals 20%. Next letter? I. Sister, you can count again. I equals what? What position? I want to give you room for questions.
The 9.
So write 9%. Next one, you already know, right?
Yes.
So that's T equals 20%. The next letter what?
4.
U. That's what? U equals to what? 21st. So you write 21%. Next one? D equals to 4%. The last one? E equals to what? 5%. Now, do the totals and tell me what did you get?
100.
What did you get?
100.
And I think that's the benchmark for percentage. So this is attitude is everything. Just summarize it for you. Attitude is everything. Everything in the beginning, everything in the middle, everything at the what? End. For you to keep a positive attitude, you must be optimistic. I've talked about that. Always see the bright side of things. You must dwell on positives, not negatives. Okay? You must maintain a sense of perspective. You must believe others have good intentions. Let you trust people too. And trust their judgment. Do you understand? You must be a problem solver. I think I mentioned that when I talked about needs lacking in your environment. You must be a problem solver. If your business is not going to solve problems, then you're just going to be busy. Or you might be rendering charity. Then you must manage your stress and stay relaxed. Try not to overstress. When we get to your business needs HSCs, one of the models, I'm going to emphasize or elaborate more on stress and how it can affect your business success. Okay? You must take care of yourself. I think I've addressed that earlier today. Take care of yourself. Look good. Eat well. You must empathize with others. We have this in here, one of the models here, empathy map. So you must find a place in your heart for people. People that say fake products, lack of empathy. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because those things can kill. Then you must openly offer praise. Okay? Learn to eulogize when necessary. Thanks too. Learn to say thank you to your customers, to even those that work for you. Nothing removes you from, it doesn't untitle you. Okay? It doesn't unmake you in any way. Learn to say what? Thank you. People patronize you, learn to say thank you. If you can't do it on phone, send them a text message or a chat. Say thank you. Do you get that? It goes a long way. It helps to keep your heart where you are. Learn to offer apologies when necessary too. It's a good way to stay positive. Learn to offer what? Apologies. Learn to say I'm sorry. Maybe a mistake like our brother who one of his products something went wrong, right? Can be humbly tender apologies. It doesn't remove a kobo from your account. I'm not saying where somebody said I'm sorry, then you got the beat a lot. No. So you learn to say I'm sorry. It's very necessary. People just feel good. Most people feel very good hearing that. And then you must offer support too. You must smile. You must do what? Smile. Can you smile now? Try smile. 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 You know why I say smile? You carry strong face. Carry strong face. Pitch come. Even a Mayfield where they catch you, they drag up and down. Never You carry strong face. My customers or people look at you. What do you think they will be thinking? People will find it very difficult to relate with you. So then when you smile doesn't mean you tell me. I mean what you laugh hysterically. No. You learn to put up a smile. Okay? It creates an aura of cheerfulness. Do we understand this? Questions? Contributions? First step back. Questions? Contributions? Questions? Contributions?
Question.
Go ahead.
So, as entrepreneurs, how do we balance the need to make profit and also at the same time offer effective services to our customers?
How do we balance
it?
The need to make profit, to maximize profit, and also offer what?
Effective services.
Effective services. Yes. I've been with you here for more than 1 hour, I think, or over 1 hour. Yes. Did you understand? Did you hear his question first? You heard the question. So did you understand it as you heard it? Yes? Discuss. How do you try to manage the two? Please repeat. Let them hear you.
How do we balance the need to make profit in the business and also achieve some level of effectiveness in our business concerns? Yes. How do we balance it? Because there's always a need to make profit at the expense of the customer.
Okay.
To keep the business running. So how do we strike that balance?
Yes. Go ahead. What's your name again, sir?
My name is Amirize Franklin Chukwulemo.
Amazing.
Amirize.
Okay, Amirize. Go ahead, please.
For me, as a business person, it's a win-win situation between the business owner and the clients, as in your prospective customers. You try as much as possible to have a feedback most of the times from them concerning your product, what needs to be improved upon, and what are the issues that they have been facing buying your product. Understand? Then on the flip side of the whole thing, you check your production cost and the expenses you're making. I mean your profit and your expenses in that production. So you try to find a way to maximize profit while minimizing your production, not forgetting that quality. You understand? So these are the things. That's why it's good for the business person to always have a bookkeeping, mostly inventory, the things you get for your production and your sales. Bookkeeping is key, so that when you have a proper bookkeeping practice, it helps you to sit back at the end of every production to look at the books and see how you're trying to manage the two balances from both ends.
Okay, can we applaud him, please? There was a hand here.
Yeah, from the aspect I understood the situation, effectiveness in business, rendering it to your customers, you have to consider empathy. Just what you said last. You have to consider it. If you consider that, I think what kills business mostly, or what makes people not to be that effective in business, is trying to make over gain. Trying to you want to sell and use one thing to get the gain of 5 things. I think that is what kills us so much. But if you have empathy for your customers, you need a quality thing to give to them. Even though it's a 10 naira or 2 naira gain from each of the product, I think you should be satisfied enough with that. You will still remain in business.
Yes, there's a hand over there, you know.
Again,
Sorry.
what is business more is greed. To some extent, greed kills business. Like my brother always saying, how do you strike balance? I got his question is by not wanting to get more than necessary for their customers, and at the same time willing to give the best to them. For example, you are selling, you went to market to buy a product. The product is, for example, is 4,000 naira. Okay. And you are selling back to the customer. Yeah. And you want to sell 10,000 naira. It will not go away. So you can still make profit from that product and not expected from the clients, for the customers, and everybody will be happy. They will be happy from buying from you, while you also be happy from selling to them, and everybody will be happy.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
After him. So
me, I think
first, can we manage? Unless you have up to 20 minutes. Please check.
it's about 20.
Okay, about 20. Let's make the difference. Okay.
Quality is very important when it comes to effective, because if you are looking for more profit, it must affect the quality of the product you are selling in terms of production.
Yeah.
So it's just for you to maintain, like you mentioned, problems of manage stress, care for yourself, and the rest of them. You need to manage all this so that, because the more the customer, the more you get the profit. So there is no need for you to tamper with the quality of the product or do otherwise. But it's just for you to maintain the quality and then do all of these things, and then you see more customers.
Okay.
Thank
you, sir. Yes? Please.
Okay, you've all spoken well. I think managing that balance has to do with you having the right understanding of business. Because so many of us go into business with the mindset of getting so much profit today to get rich immediately. We don't think of business as something as a continuum, something that will continue. So if you should change your customers, give them products that are bad because you don't when you don't put in much resources, you'll be having more profits. You understand? And they use the paint, for using the paint example, and the first rain, the paint is off. Do you think you'll be patronized? You've made that 100% profit today, but you have dug the grave of the business for tomorrow. So when you engage in business, it's about you. There are some times you make a business transaction, the profit from it may even be zero, but you have used it to what? Create an opportunity for what? Tomorrow. I don't know if you understand. Yes. There are some. We went somewhere and someone was talking about the way some of these dealers that they went to buy a car. And when they got there, the man was already ordering drinks for them. They may decide not to buy. Is there profit or there's loss already? At that point, there's no transaction, but money has been spent on what? On drinks. But because of the way they have been treated, if they actually have the need for a particular product, will they come back?
Yes, they will.
And most of the time, the cost of those drinks will be factored into what? The product that you are buying. So what I'm saying in summary is that when you are engaging in business, you should understand that the profit you are making is not ending today. Some transactions are made to open the door for more transaction in the future. So that's what I want to add.
Okay. Can we try and ask you that? You want to add something? Okay. But so far, are you satisfied?
Yes, very much. Sometimes we do business without understanding the one.
Speak up a bit so that we can get volume.
Sometimes we do business without understanding what our business is all about and how to minimize. Minimize expenditure.
Okay.
Like then maximize your profit. Like me personally, I'm into publishing. There's no way I can come to Port Harcourt and establish my business when I don't have a free light in Onega that I'm not paying for. I can still render the same quality people in Port Harcourt is rendering, but I know I'm not spending to buy food that's very expensive now, and I'm not paying NEPA bill.
Yeah.
So sometimes your access to raw material of what you're doing also matters, because your transportation, you add your transportation fee and other logistics to get those materials. So the closer you are to your raw material, depending on your business, these are the things you consider.
Okay, thank you. So I believe knowledge has been shared, knowledge has been gained, right? Yes. Key word I will take from one of the speakers here: greed, 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 greed. Greed can collapse a business even before it starts. Greed. There was one of my former professors. I did a job for, one small job like that. Because of the job, I even lost part of my own, but he was satisfied. He was very happy. The man I'm talking about is a dean now in Abia State University. Do you know that this thing got me another job? In fact, from him now, I've had to have like 5 jobs. I've done job for the family. I've done job for close associates of his. What he just did was to open what? Yes. Open the door. And I can tell you for free that if he has another job there too, he will say, call me. Do you get that? That relationship has been established. So let's work, and that's why with attitude. Somebody who is greedy, you want to eat everything, pack them like this, chop them, finish them today, forgetting that there should be a continuity. Do you get that? Huh? Yes. And then somebody also mentioned something key. Thank God. I think there will be business finance, discussions on business finance much later. Yes. Good. So they are going to open your eye, tear your eye open regarding small things that we think they are not important, and yet they keep sinking businesses, finance-wise. Do you understand? Yeah. So you should have proper record keeping. Proper record keeping. That will help you to be able to check the growth or the success of your business, to evaluate your business better. If you don't record, I know a lady that sells around my area. I went there to buy something from her. I tried to do transfer, it couldn't go because of network. I told her, okay, later I will come back. She's someone I know. I've known her over the years. I didn't come back the time I gave her, I will come back, but I later went back. She had even forgotten. She had already forgotten. So when and this thing was about, I think 2,000 something naira. When I gave her the money, she was like, bros, your type will not there too. I said, we did too. We plenty. We plenty, but you're not doing well. That 2,000 something, maybe 50 naira profits from how many commodities that she has displayed in that shop. Almost gone. You know, there are people, they like breeze. If they buy from you, you know they see them again. Some who are also not well cultured, they will buy, swallow that money and never, they may come back to buy again, but they won't mention that last transaction. So have your books will tell you. If you buy even in 10 naira, do what? I know hear you, do what? Record. 5 naira and cost you, do you record? Yes. Ah? Yes. Kobo, Abi? Yes, record to the last Kobo. After Nigeria is not scrap Kobo. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes. Because it's very important. When you do all the pluses of the Kobos, you know what it will come to. Okay? So, I believe, any other question? The 20 minutes should be down to 10 now, I think.
About that.
Huh?
About that.
Yes. Any other question? We have trashed that. Any other question or suggestion? Any other question or suggestion? While you're thinking about that, I think I mentioned something about courage. I'll just tell you a very short story while you're mentioning about your personal contribution. That's what this session is now. A company wants to sell dictionary, English dictionary. I'm sure you're thinking, who they buy dictionary these days for Nigeria? Huh? So many people came to apply as marketers. They gave them target. But none could beat the target. Target in the sense that how many copies of the dictionary to sell within so period of time. So none of them was able to beat it. So and the marketing manager was very worried. In fact, the owner of the company was very worried. What is going on? Only for one day, a stammerer
What did he become? So he wants to become a marketer too. Yeah? People that speak freely and they've not been able to. Now somebody when they select gear. I probably is anybody that is not trying to make it yes. Okay? So you want to do it. They say the same way. They say I want to market the dictionary. I can do it. Remember courage and willpower. I can do it. They say, well, we will give you, we will try. Because of his persistence, the way he was, he can do it. They gave him some copies. We will go and try. You know what? When he comes to your place, or come to meet you, show you the I want to say. Who has that patience now? To wait, make it land. He said, I'll go back, I want this. Keep me direct. So with that, before you know it, Nigerians that don't buy, people who don't buy dictionary, because they don't have time to spend, and the guy no go. If you don't have to go, you have to buy dictionary. So he was able to what? To say, he beat the target. You know, this guy ended up being the marketing manager. There was no need for the marketing manager again. Because if you were there, you're not doing the thing. You have to shift. The person is stutterer, replaced him. So remember I mentioned earlier, will and what of courage. This guy decided inside of him that he can do it, and there is nothing changing his mind. Henry Ford said, I'm sure all of us know Henry Ford. Yes, if you think you can, you are right. If you think you cannot, you are also what? You are also right. It is some possibility. Questions, contributions. You just take one or two then and stand back. So I'm giving you a story. Next time you're approaching a customer, you're coming up with a strategy. You won't be thinking. You won't be thinking. Another year I registered an enterprise for a few years ago in my church. She came and met me and said I must be the first person to buy from her. She's into this cosmetology something. So I said, where is it written that I must be the... She said, I don't think you've been telling me, you will buy. I had to buy. Then I told her that, how about you go and meet the pastor? Meet the pastor. Church uses detergent, and a big church like that, they need detergent and soap. Sanitation department, they do a lot of cleaning. And you have the product. All you to take is for you to step up your game. You say, no, how you will take go meet pastor? Pastor. You tell pastor that she has. I say, okay, if I meet her on your behalf, for every unit of the product you're ready to supply, for that percentage, you agree? If I go and talk to pastor and convince her for you to start supplying to church, say yes. I didn't serve her a paper to pen signature as agreement. I just had to teach her something. I want her members. So man, you remember that thing we said about church empowerment? This is Sister Bumi. She's into this kind of thing. I'm sure church will have need to. Nothing will feel better than having a member supplying. My people. Not just that they gave her that job or that business, they paid her a larger part of it. Right, the church secretary and treasurer had to sign the form. So many people have walked away from people who would have blown their business just because you couldn't muster enough courage. Look at the person and say, "Child, you know see him tie, you know see us in dress. How good feel what can I go with her? What if they slap me?" You need to be very, very how do they say? Is it sagacious? Or you need to be very, very bold, super bold. Audacious, my brother. Which other word? Forward. Yeah, that one no enter. You need to so you need to be courageous. So yes, no other question, no other contribution. We understood everything that has been done so far, right? Yes, sir. So do you think I deserve a clap now? God bless you.